what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it.
All right, Tay, you mentioned off the top of the show that there was some worry that a player for LSU football was going to enter the transfer portal, and it has since been said that he will not enter the portal.
Yeah, Kaleb Jackson, LSU running back. This was actually something that I mentioned as a possible portal casualty, but he said over the weekend, I think this was actually on Friday, that he was not entering the portal. He was going to stay. He was going to compete. Like, to me, this is kind of refreshing in the era of I didn't play right away. Things are going my way. I'm bailing. Like, Kaleb Jackson wants to be here. Like, I just looked at it in terms of, okay, if by chance Harlem Berry passes him up in the spring, Caden Durham had already passed him up. He's a class lower. Then you have a freshman in Harlem Berry. That puts him at third, knowing JT Lindsay is going to enroll in the fall, like another really talented player. I just thought, like, okay, depending on how much run Harlem Berry is going to get in the spring, like, Kaleb Jackson might see the writing on the wall, but, I mean, if you followed that spring scrimmage, Caden Durham didn't practice, just precautionary. Like, he, like tweaked an ankle or something. Like, it's nothing major. Kaleb Jackson got a lot of run in that game. And, like, that was my biggest takeaway because he was kind of the sole back with that first team offense. Like, I think that was big because I think there could be a role for him. But I appreciate the fact that he's staying here and competing because I thought, just looking at it, okay, if Barry passes him up, you got another talented guy coming in, all of a sudden you're fourth string. So I thought maybe there was a chance he's made the move, but he's sticking around.
Yeah, look, I am glad that he is sticking around. He's got work to do, though. I think if we're being honest with ourselves, he has to still grow as a running back. We have seen the flashes. We saw against Mississippi State, right, where he runs over the guy on the sideline, and it's it's an ah play. We've seen him, it was our guy Whit Weeks, right? And they put out the social media video in camp where he catches a swing pass and, runs through a linebacker. Like, all of that is great. I think the in-between the tackles, feel for the run game has to continue to go up. And really this entire run game, I think, has to play at a different level. Like, Caden Durham was great as a true freshman, right? I mean, over 700 yards rushing, 5.4 per carry, had some home runs where he finished them, and he had some toe issues, some foot issues at the end of the season, wasn't able to finish some of those runs that we think he is going to be able to this year. Track guy, track speed. Caden Durham's your RB1, no question about it. But they need Kaleb Jackson or one of the freshmen to step up. Kaleb Jackson last year averaged 3.4 yards per carry. And there was a lot of times where it felt like, and look, this happens to a lot of young running backs, where he was getting the football, putting his head down, not reading the play, not allowing it to develop, hitting the line of scrimmage too fast, all of those situations. Your hope is that he has continued to develop, continue to grow, because they need that to go up. You no longer have the old savvy vet, Mr. Trustworthy Josh Williams. You don't have that anymore. That is not a luxury that you have. And you can argue with me all you want. I know there's plenty of people that have done it in the past in the chat. Josh Williams is a valuable football player because you knew exactly what you were getting as soon as you put him in the game. Was the ceiling as high as Caden Durham or Kaleb Jackson? No, probably not. But the floor was incredibly high because you knew he was going to be consistent. Go back and watch. Any big play over the last couple of years, Josh Williams was in the backfield because they knew they could count on him. You don't have that this year. And we hadn't talked about it a lot. That's big. Like, I even a little surprised that maybe a veteran running back isn't coming in through the portal, and maybe it's because they, were able to keep Kaleb Jackson out of the portal, and they're counting on him to be kind of an older presence, as this is now his third year. But they need that to go way up. They have got to get more production from a secondary running back now that Josh Williams is gone. Josh Williams had 117 carries a year ago. He was over 4 yards per carry. He was tied for the team lead with 6 rushing touchdowns. He also, he caught 31 passes a year ago. 31. Okay, Caden Durham caught 28. Kaleb Jackson only caught 6. So it is great that he is coming back. Again, you hope that he developed. I mean, he's got all the physical traits as far as being, athletic and strong and fast and all these things. I mean, he looks the part. But they need the running IQ to go up a little bit there to be able to read the plays as they develop. And there's a reason why, like, your most athletic guy doesn't always go play running back, right? It is a feel position. You have to be able to feel it out. You have to be able to read it, not getting to the line of scrimmage as fast as you can. That doesn't happen. And a lot of times young running backs, and myself included, that's what we do because we're like, we don't want to be behind. We got to get there. You got to let the play develop. Certainly when you run as much outside zone and kind of different zone schemes as LSU is going to run. Like gap scheme, not to get too deep into the weeds, gap scheme is going to hit a little bit quicker. Power, hit that A gap. Counter, hit that B gap, right? And after you have your shuffle steps on a counter, then you go downhill. LSU is going to use more, slow developing runs. Maybe they integrate themselves into a little bit more gap scheme. They certainly tried to a year ago, so that's something to pay attention to, but feels like a very important position, and they need Kaleb Jackson to step up and be that veteran presence at the running back because you're talking about a true sophomore, 2 true freshmen. He is the oldest guy in the room, and you're trying to replicate the production that Josh Williams, who was a 6-year guy, gave you at that position. So good news for the Tigers, but still more work to be done at that position, trying to fill that void that Josh Williams leaves.
Wow, Jake. What incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.